Hello, hello, happy Arvo. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Welcome back to American Learns Things About Australia. I'm your host, Ryan. Today, strangest places in Australia. Spooky. Only 7,000 views on this. Okay, but this channel has like 1 million subs, so I'm a little confused. All right, let's watch.
Australia is a vast, mysterious continent filled with hidden geological gems and even opals. Mining has shaped the land of the outback, and towns have gone abandoned here after extracting the nearby resources. There's plenty of things to see in the land down under, whether it's a rock wave or a town that's...
That was sick. Trying to go back. Holy, what made that?
Or a town that's been possibly visited by aliens.
Oh, look at that.
Here are the strangest places in Australia.
I like how you can just put up a sign. Any crazy dude can just make a sign that has an alien's face on it and just be like, aliens might have visited here, I think. Strangest places.
But first, we want to give a quick shout out over here to this person for leaving us this comment. We appreciate your insight and like to hear more about your thoughts.
Number 4.
Your thoughts? I mean, that there weren't many thoughts going on in this comment.
Person for leaving us this comment. We appreciate your insight and like to hear more about your thoughts.
Yes, that was a very intriguing comment. We would love to hear more.
14. Sin Sinkhole. Possibly the most interesting sinkhole on the planet is located in the continent country of Australia. The Sin Sinkhole is located in Western Australia and has been transformed to a beautiful sunken garden.
That's actually sick. Is that an amphitheater? Is that what that's called? An amphitheater. I don't know what defines an amphitheater. I think it's like a natural type of theater, like it amplifies itself naturally using the rock and stuff. Is that, yeah, that must be an amphitheater. That's a really beautiful, you could get married in there. Be a fine place. Hey, Australian men out there, go get married. I think you just found your wedding venue right there.
Formed a while ago when the ceiling of a large subterranean cave collapsed, and it was kind of an eyesore to those living in the nearby area. So instead of having a big pit in the ground, a man named James Umferston started planting various plants here in 1886 and created an enchanting garden. Many enjoy coming here at night for some stargazing. Number 13.
Have you guys been there? Like, is that a famous place?
Wave Rock. Whoa, surf's up in Australia, and it looks like this wave is about to make this lady wipe out. The 47-footer is found in Hyden, Australia, about 300 kilometers east from Perth. This wave is about 350 feet long and made of Monzo granite. The photographer certainly took this photo from an amazing angle, and it looks like it's seriously about to crash at any moment. It's truly a...
I don't know, this guy, this narrator really cracks me up. The photographer took it, it's just like, this just looks like it's, you know, it's a nice photo.
Certainly took this photo from an amazing angle. And
what an amazing angle. He stood there and he pointed the camera at the wave. Yes, it is that is a really, really cool structure.
It looks like it's seriously about to crash at any moment. It's truly a natural wonder to behold, and it was formed during the Cretaceous period about 130 million years ago. Number 12. Base Harold.
Actually, honestly, I want to see more. Wave Rock, Australia. Like, I need a zoomed out photo or something, you know? That's crazy. What the heck, dude? I don't know how something like this forms. It's very smooth. Yes, we must learn more.
Gerald Holt. We all know that Pine Gap operational base in Australia is quite secretive and mysterious. But what about this place right here on the northwestern tip of the continent? It almost appears as though
what in the crop circles?
Aliens are leaving some kind of message like they do in crop circles, but this time it's in the isolated desert of the outback. There isn't anything living near the area, and rumor has it that it's a top secret super weapon.
What the hell? That's very beautiful landscaping. They have to give the landscaper a raise here.
That can knock out communications inside planes. The geometric patterns seem to be perfectly measured out in the shape of a hexagon. You also notice some antennas.
And you all know what a hexagon means. It means, alien.
Sticking out from the shadows. It's known as Base Gerald Holt, and the US and Australian Navy claim that it's for making communication between our warships. Others think there's some more sinister purpose behind it, like some type of secret radio waves weapon program. What do you believe?
I don't know what to believe. That's crazy looking.
Number 11, the Kalgoorlie
There's
Mine.
definitely something going on there. That's, you know, it's more than just some kind of communication center. You don't have to make a hexagon in the planet to communicate with warships.
Australia. In the hunt for gold and lots of it, you'd be surprised how it can change the landscape so drastically. This is located in the remote Australian outback in the western part of the country, and it's so big that it can be seen from space. The super pit almost looks like it's actually bigger than the city next to it. They originally considered a small number of underground mines, but there was just too much gold. That's why they just built a massive pit that will likely be on the surface of Earth for eternity. In order to
For eternity.
get all the gold out, an estimated 15 million tons of rock is moved from the mine each year. In 1989, the super pit we see today was created, and eventually it was acquired by Barrick Gold in 2001. Number 10, Whitnum, Australia.
Someone acquired that pit?
In 1989, the super pit we see today was created, and eventually it was acquired by Barrick Gold in 2001.
Oh, because it's like a mine. Okay, got it.
Number 10, Whitnum, Australia.
That is great.
Whitnum was once a farming town in Western Australia. There really wasn't a whole lot going on for the town, and they needed a way to make money. They seemingly struck it rich when they discovered blue asbestos in a cliffside nearby.
Asbestos?
This mineral is called crocodolite, and it was far more deadly than they could have possibly imagined. They claim that blue asbestos is 100 times more dangerous than white asbestos. It was used in just about everything, including roads, pavements, houses, and even school playgrounds. Residents, and most commonly miners of the town, began to notice a severe pattern of lung disease, making them become quite concerned with where they were living. Today, the town is completely abandoned, and no one is sure if they'll ever be able to clean up this place.
The heck is blue asbestos, dude? I've never heard of this. And do not, nobody saw how I was just spelling asbestos. Okay? Nobody saw that. A company? What the heck, dude?
Number 9, Uluru, or Ayers Rock. This iconic image from the middle of Australia is actually a very sacred location for the Aboriginal people on this continent. It wasn't discovered by European explorers until the 1800s. Although people have been climbing this mountain for ages, the Aborigines would really prefer that they didn't. The tribe's people believe that it was made by dreams of ancestral beings. The strange cave formation seemed to support their theory and their opinion. If you look at it closely, it really just seems to pop out of nowhere and looks like one single rock. Rising 346 meters high, you can see why this might have been looked at as a sacred site.
Yeah, I mean, look around. It is popping out of nowhere. Something's going on here. It's like a pimple on the face of the planet. But a beautiful pimple.
Number 8, Lake Disappointment. If you think you have what it takes to survive the harsh Australian desert, the center of eastern Australia seems to be completely lacking of resources unless you're looking for snakes, toxic chemicals, or uranium. This is home to Lake Disappointment, which really doesn't seem too inviting, so you really shouldn't consider getting your hopes up about living here. The lake is rather salty, and someone is probably disappointed. It was actually named by an explorer who found nearby creeks and was hoping to find a big freshwater lake, but to no avail. Some creepy mythical legends say that the area was home to cannibal beings with pointy teeth and claw-like fingers. Probably best is to avoid this area altogether. Number 7.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going to Lake Disappointment. Out of all the places, like, oh, you know, where should we go for our trip in Australia? What kind of sights should we see? I'm not going to Lake Disappointment.
HMS Gangi. There's tens of thousands of shipwrecks out there, and Google Maps is a safe way to explore them. The HMS
Oh, that's actually awesome.
Gangi, located in Australia, was operated by the Royal Australian Navy and was launched in 1941. The vessels participated in atomic testing after WW2 at the Montebello Islands, so it's possible that it's radioactive. It's been partially scrapped, but you can see some vegetation growing out of it, which makes it quite creepy. It's kind of difficult to see because many vines and plants are growing out of it. It almost just seems to be an island and not even a ship at all. Number 6.
Are you allowed to, like, go on it? Or can you get near that thing?
Almost just seems to be an island and not even a ship at all. Number 6.
Like, not at the bottom of the ocean. It's like still accessible from the sea level.
Cuba Petty.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
This isolated community is found in the Australian outback in the southern part of the continent and consists of 1,762 people. Many of the people here are of Aboriginal descent. The town is renowned for its opal production, giving it the nickname of the opal capital of the world. Many of the inhabitants turn for shelter underground due to the hot temperatures during summer. Guests who make it out here somehow have the option to live like the locals in an underground motel room like we see here. Cuba Petty is extremely isolated, and getting here is no easy task. It's positioned 846 kilometers north of Adelaide and 645 kilometers south of Alex Springs. Visitors can also check out the Umuna Opal Mine to get a taste of the culture here. Number 5. Pink Lake, Australia.
I wouldn't really call that strange.
Despite it being fairly well known, this bright pink lake has to be the strangest lake out there in the world, hands down. Located in Western Australia, it's also known as Lake Hillier, and every day of the year, it's a solid bubblegum pink. The lake is about 1,900 meters wide and completely surrounded by eucalyptus trees and a small sand dune. No one understands completely how it stays pink, but some scientists believe that it's a unique dye created from bacteria that feed off salt. In case you were wondering, it is safe to swim here.
It's safe to swim? Dude, that's awesome. Australia Pink Lake. Is it like... You think that's worth going to? Or is it just like, okay, after like 30 minutes, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm swimming in a pink lake, yes. Or is there something else? It looks really cool. I mean, you'd certainly get some really cool photos. I think it's something you have to go to, you know? Because... it's a pink lake. It's kind of like a once in a lifetime. If you're in Australia, you know, there's not many other pink lakes you can. I don't know. That's really. It's very creepy. Kind of looks like fish blood. It's a really salty. So it's very buoyant then. Like you probably float in that lake pretty easily.
The guy that took the first dip, though, must have been pretty brave. The best way to view this lake, though, is from the sky. Number 4. Shell Beach. On the more remote side of Australia, you'll come across the unique Shell Beach located in the Shark Bay World Heritage Area. This place is made of trillions of tiny Hamlin cockle shells. The little mollusks are no longer living in the shells, but they've left them there.
You have to wear boots to this beach, huh?
So you can enjoy this cool beach, right? It's actually one of the 2 beaches entirely made of shells. Due to the high salinity or salt levels at this beach, the cockle has virtually no predators and are able to flourish in the area. If you manage to dig beneath about 30 feet of shells, you run into what's known as a coquina, which is a type of limestone formed from them. Number 3.
That's so weird. I would think that the shells would all like break up and make sand over time.
Lake McKenzie. Located on Fraser Island on the eastern coast of Australia, this lake is so pure that animals can't even survive in it.
What?
How is that possible? Now that's one pure lake. Yes,
oh my god. There's no lakes in Indiana that looks like this, okay?
Levels are a little bit high, but it's said to be made of purely rainwater.
That is stunning.
It almost makes you wonder if rainwater is still a fresh source of water with all the air pollution going on. But in any case, the pure silica beaches are certainly inviting. It's one of the most visited natural bodies of water in Australia, and the only other thing in this lake is basically
I'm pretty sure the clouds filter out the water pretty good, don't they?
It's one of the most visited natural bodies.
Or like when it evaporates. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys, but all I'm saying is I think rainwater is pretty pure.
Of water in Australia, and the only other thing in this lake is basically sunscreen. Also, in case you didn't notice, the lake would be perfect to go on during your honeymoon because it's shaped like a heart.
I was thinking it was shaped like a fish, but...
Number 2. Gina Rock Art. The spooky rock art found in Western Australia was created by Aboriginal tribes who would have had no Western influence of our depiction of aliens.
Oh, that's creepy. Although, wouldn't this be old enough that it was before, like, any depictions of aliens in the Western... Like... How... Because this is really old, so... I assume.
You'll still find some pretty weird petroglyphs of what seems to be very similar to how we would describe aliens. With a
coincidence?
Large head, big eyes, and odd shape.
That is creepy.
Body, these paintings were extremely important to them.
That's a very disturbing Aboriginal... I'm guessing it was like a little Aboriginal girl that was possessed. Drew these cave paintings here. I muted it.
They were even given several coats of painting. The Aboriginals claimed that these were weather spirits who had the capability to create rainfall. Number 1. The White Cliff Well. Also known as the alien capital of Australia, here's another place located in the Australian outback where things start to get a little bit weird. It's located in the middle of the harsh desert near Alice Springs and has been home to many sightings of aliens. It's kind of like one of those places along the Dusty Trail here in the US where you can grab
that's neat.
a cheeseburger and take some tacky photos.
Some tacky
Travelers
photos.
first set up the town dating back here since the mid-1800s. But it wasn't until WW2 when people started reporting some visitors from out of this world. It managed to rank as the 5th top reported UFO activity spot in the world. There were some logs from a serviceman who kept records of all the mysterious sightings, but it was actually stolen. The residents certainly didn't appreciate that, but a new log has taken its place. People who've had extraterrestrial encounters
UFO landing site ahead. Now, we don't have any proof that any of them actually landed there, but
certainly didn't appreciate that, but a new log has taken its place. People who've had extraterrestrial encounters can write about their experience in the log. There's also some fine Australian beer for you to drink, which might help you hunt down some aliens.
I guarantee it would help you think you saw an alien. That's cool. Australian beer.
Wow, now that was an interesting video.
It sure was. Thank you for that. That was an interesting video, American Eye. Good job. And thank you for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day. Oh, the P.O. box. I finally got that set up. I've been meaning to do that for like 2 months. So I think the address should be in the description as long as I don't come up with some kind of crazy reason why I can't put it there. But I'm pretty sure it is. It's a USPS P.O. box. Yeah. And then also, this shirt. I've been trying to make shirts. What do you guys think of this shirt? Do you guys get it? Like, does it even make sense? The idea is like, you've seen those evolution t-shirts, maybe? I don't know. Maybe you haven't in Australia. I don't know. But it shows like a person evolving. Then the last one is like a tennis player or something. And anyway, this is how the Australian evolved, by running away from all the deadly animals. I've been wanting to make t-shirts, but not like make merch. Make like just t-shirts that maybe someone would want to buy. I don't know. I think it came out okay. I like it. So if you want to support the channel, people sometimes want to like send me money and I'm like, no. But hey, you can buy my Corning t-shirt. Have a great day, guys. Goodbye.